What's up everyone? I hope everyone is having a good Friday. So I'm gonna start doing these type of videos because I feel like I'm getting more personal with you guys. So yeah, in this video we are going to talk about Coutinho and Neymar, and the reason why I want to talk about Coutinho and Neymar is because now that we have a new coach, I know we're talking about how he's dealing with the academy players and the players in the first team, but we're not talking about who's outside of FC Barcelona. I know Neymar is not in the club, but he has been linked with the club multiple times, and it has been reported that Neymar was about to come to FC Barcelona. But now that we have a new coach, what are the plans? Like, what do you think Setién is thinking on like what he wants to do with these two players? And so that's what I'm going to talk about in this video. So yeah, and I'm also going to put this on YouTube. So if you are watching this on YouTube, please like, subscribe, comment, welcome to the channel. And so yeah, enjoy the video. Alright guys, welcome to the show. So today I want to speak about Coutinho and Neymar Jr. There has been a lot of talk about them in the media recently, whether they're coming this season or not coming this season. It is the right time to talk about this. We do have our new coach with new plans. He's coming to Barcelona with a new style. So the way I'm going to organize this video, I'm going to point out two reasons why they won't come to Barcelona and the two reasons why they will come to Barcelona. They are going to be conflicting with each other. Like, this is why they will, this is why they won't, but this is why they will, and this is why they won't. So it's going to be like that. I'm first going to talk about Coutinho, and I'm going to start with why he will not join Barcelona. My first key point is Barcelona's midfield is way too saturated. When Coutinho was at Barcelona, Barcelona had a midfield of Busquets, Arthur, Rakitic, Vidal, Elenia, sometimes Sergio Roberto was there, and Rafinha. Because of that, he had to move to the left wing, where he did not appreciate being in. He underperformed, he did not fit well, and he did not play well in general. So he was struggling. And that's the main reason why he left, is because he had no spot in the midfield. And if he does come to Barcelona, he will find himself in the same situation he was back in 2019. Because now Barcelona has De Jong, Ricky Puig, Elenia, who's going to come back in the summer, Busquets, and Arthur. And I'm not going to mention Vidal and Rakitic because there is a big possibility that they might leave in the summer. But even with these five midfielders, they are all good enough to start in the starting 11. And that's Barcelona's main problem, is who are they going to sit on the bench? Because none of those players are willing to sit on the bench. They are all too good and they know that. And then adding Coutinho in the mix will just bring an extra headache. We know that Setién is heavily looking at the Barcelona academy. He wants to use the youth that he has in his disposal. So all of Setién's attention is in the academy, which is great for him, right? It's great for us, but it's not great for Coutinho. Now moving on to my first point on why he would. So believe it or not, our coach already gave his thoughts about Felipe Coutinho, and that is the coach greatly admires Coutinho. And it says right here, reported by Cadena, said Barcelona's new manager Quique Setién would like to bring Felipe Coutinho back from his loan at Bayern Munich. And if this does turn out to be true, I don't see why Coutinho would not want to come back to Barcelona. He could see that as a fresh new beginning at Barcelona, under a new manager, under a new system. This could also mean that the coach plans on utilizing him in the starting 11. So Coutinho could finally see this as an opportunity for Barcelona and the coach to finally put him in that position that he wants to be, which is the midfield. Now moving on to my last point on why he would not, and that is Coutinho has been linked to multiple English clubs over the past 8 to 10 months. And let me tell you why this is important. It came from the likes of Manchester United, Arsenal, and Tottenham. So look, listen, it's all about what Coutinho wants. I also don't see why Coutinho would not want to go back to the Premier League, because that is where he flourished on the pitch. And we saw the best version of Coutinho at the Premier League. And Coutinho knows that. I believe that could be the best for Coutinho if he does want to regain his confidence. And what better way to do that than to go back to the Premier League. And now on to my last point on why he would, and that is he is just simply underperforming at Bayern Munich. So let me explain. In 21 matches over the course of the whole season, he scored 7 goals and has 7 assists. And look, I know that this is not the worst stats in the world for a attacking midfielder, but just to give you guys more context, most of these goals came from the bottom league teams, and also 3 goals and 2 assists came from one match. So if you take that away from the 7 goals and 7 assists. He has 4 goals and 5 assists so far in all competitions this season with Bayern Munich. So that just shows that he's very inconsistent and he disappears in a lot of games. And because of that, Bayern may be looking to return Coutinho back to Barcelona. Then they could have Bayern get who they wanted before, which is Leroy Sané from Man City. And if we read here, according to a new mega article by Bild, Bayern Munich have still not made a concrete decision on whether to buy Felipe Coutinho. However, the Barcelona loan will apparently need to improve his on-pitch performances if he wants to stay at the Bavarian capital, as his rumored 120 million signing clause is currently hard to justify. Now moving on to the most exciting player between these two, and that is Neymar Jr. And I'm first going to talk about why he would not. And that is, there has been a report that Neymar is optimistic about a new deal with PSG. And it says right here, Neymar wants to pledge his future to PSG. PSG are optimistic about reaching an agreement with the Brazilian international, but no decision will be taken before April or May, with everything on hold for the time being and no deal on the table at the moment. So is this rumor 100% true? It's not, like every rumor, right? Because in the summer we could hear a report come out where Neymar says he wants to come back to Barcelona. So you get the point, right? But if this does turn out to be true, if he really wants to commit his future to PSG and that he finally found his ground, then all eyes should be on the Champions League clash between PSG and Borussia Dortmund. Now going on to why he would, and that is the club will always be open to Neymar's return. So let me map this out for everyone. Bartomeu had an interview back in 2019 with the Catalan press, and he said this: the players don't have any say in signings. It's the sporting department, technical department, and the directors who decide. And one of the heads of the sporting department is Abidal. And Abidal did say something back on November 2019 in a different interview, stating he is a top player with Barcelona's philosophy and is playing at a very high level. Neymar will always be an option. So the club, the president, the sporting department heavily favor Neymar. They will always be looking to bring back Neymar because there's just this emotional attachment. Now going on to my last key point on why he would not. And this is a very interesting one. Barcelona are slowly moving on from Neymar. Ever since Neymar left in 2017, we made 2 signings that we still have to deal with and get the best out of, which is Griezmann and Dembele. And if we look at the attacking options Barcelona has, there is just no room for Neymar. And bringing Neymar could really hinder Ansu Fati's growth. And we all know the amazing potential Ansu Fati has. And Barcelona sees that too. I know they do. And I have a feeling because of that, Barcelona could be looking to move away from Neymar. If you were to ask me, like, look, I'm a Barcelona fan. I love Neymar. I have been following him for a very long time. But if you were to ask me, I would just make one little tweak for our attack. And I believe Barcelona should make this move. And we have seen this club, Barcelona, try and approach this player before. And that is to bring in Lautaro Martinez this summer. And if that does happen, now you have a perfect balance. Because now you have Ansu Fati and Griezmann rotating on that left wing position. Then you have Martinez occupying that center role and with Dembele on the right. And then you can have Messi take either the center role or that right wing. They can always be switching in and out. And I love this because it's very versatile. It brings rest and rotation to these players. And I think that's very important now that Messi is like almost turning 33 and Griezmann is entering his late 20s. And I believe that is what Barcelona is looking for. Now moving on to my last on why he would. And this is going to be more of a emotional reason than a logical reason. And that is Neymar himself still shows that he has a strong relationship with the players. Since he left in 2017, he has had multiple visits with his former teammates. They invite each other to parties. They are always connected. I know that this could just mean that they are just hanging out because they are friends, but this is also telling us that Neymar hasn't officially moved on yet. He still feels like he's part of the Barcelona family, and he has shown over the past few months that he is unhappy at Paris. And we have read multiple reports where it says that he regrets moving to PSG because it probably did not turn out the way it was supposed to turn out for him. And when you have a club like the sporting department, the president, that comes in with open arms and that player wants to go to that club, that just increases the chances of that player going to that club. And so those are my 2 key points on why they would and why they would not. Some are strong key points, some are weak key points. But yeah, those are the reasons. You guys decide who's gonna come to the club and why. And if you don't think that player is gonna come to that club, why wouldn't he come to that club? And if you're going to ask me who I think is going to come to the club, I don't think neither of these two Brazilian talents are going to come to FC Barcelona this summer. I believe that Setién is looking forward. He's not looking back. He doesn't want to bring anyone back. I'm actually happy with the attacking options that we have, and I know that Setién is happy too. And again, if we are going to make one adjustment for the attack, that is to bring Lautaro Martinez, because now Suarez is injured. He's out for the rest of this season. I don't see him coming back next season. If anything, Setién should be looking to get Lautaro Martinez. He fits perfectly in his style of play. So yeah, I don't think neither of these two Brazilians will come. Thank you guys for watching. Thank you for showing me love on like all my social media platforms, and I say this in every video because I'm greatly thankful for you guys. You guys are the reason why I continue making these videos. So if you are watching me for the first time, if you do like this video, please like, please subscribe, comment, do whatever you need to do. And I'm also going to be having Barcelona versus Granada pre-match preview tomorrow, so stay tuned for that. There's so much to discuss, and so yeah, I can't wait for that video to be uploaded. I have so many ideas, so many plans, so many tactics and strategies. That video will be coming tomorrow, so I'll see you guys tomorrow.